Tonight on the Roadhouse, we are going to go on a night run with the Jeep LJ. It's got 33s on it, 2.5-inch lift, nothing major. Let's get this video started. See how well we can do at Smorr on the 1, 2s, and 3s. Maybe 3s-ish, maybe not all of them. Let's get this video started. We're going to go on a night run right now, and focusing very well. This is still with the 33s that are kind of not that great, and 35s are still at the house. I haven't got them on, so this may be a little spooky. cowboy up right now. Now this is pretty much a stock Jeep with just a 2.5 inch rough country lift and shocks. So, and 33s that are not great at all. Don't get me wrong, this is fun. I just didn't expect to do it at night for the first inaugural trip and with terrible tires. Jimmy is the foremost expert, probably besides Brandon, out here at this at Smorr, Southwest Missouri Off-Road Ranch. But Jimmy always likes something, you know, that tries him and stuff like that. And this is his Rubicon that he's driving in front of me. This is his Rubicon that is nothing's done to it pretty much. It's a little bit taller than mine. It's probably got a 4-inch lift. I think it's a Curry lift on it. can't see how steep that is, but it's pretty damn steep. Hopefully we're not going that route. You know, I never checked to see if the 4x4 was working in this, the four-wheel drive. I'm glad that it is. I wanted an LJ regardless. Now this is just really fun stuff here. Nothing great, exciting for video. Driving through a riverbed. This guy's trying to make it up Copperhead. That's not good. That's not good. We got it pulled over with a, it looks like a Toyota Land Cruiser, Land Rover, whatever it is. He said he was going to try it again. I don't know if he is or not, but this kid's got a screw loose. Round, you know, I don't know, 5 or 6. He's rolled it twice in 15 minutes. That sounded like it hurt worse. Copperhead took its toll tonight. Okay, so let's see if there was any damage whatsoever from last night's excursion to Smorr. We've got the sliders. You can see where they've brushed up against stuff, so hey, great. Sliders work. Moto-built sliders. The tires were not good to begin with, so hey, there's that. For those of you that think that your Jeep cannot do a off-road park of some sort, let me tell you what I did basically. This is a 2.5-inch rough country lift, and it's basically got those 2.5-inch springs and shocks, and that's it. All right, and it's got 33s on it that are bad, and that's it. Okay, and I actually did everything out there. Now it does have disconnects up front. All right, I did not even use them. Right there, I did not even use them, and I did not air down, and we did most of Pee-wee's Crossing and a lot of other little ones. So those of you that think that you have to have a ton of stuff on your rig in order to have fun four-wheeling at a park, no, you don't. I had a blast. I was a little worried sometimes, but you know, I was probably worried for no reason whatsoever at all. The only reason I was worried was because my tires were not good. I got tires over there in the back of I got tires in the back of the Duramax over there, 35s, Mickey Thompson Baja Boss mud trains, and those will be on here probably within a week or so. So don't worry about how small your Jeep is, or you know, how stock it is or whatever. You know, I just put it in four-wheel high, and I went into four-wheel low at one point, and that's about it. Now I did hit back here on the back bumper and coming down off some stuff, and let's see if I can find any damage to it. I think I scraped right in here, right there. But other than that, looks like my gas tank skid plate has some scratches on it. But other than that, not bad. The skids protected the body coming off of some of those ledges. So I want to say that, you know, granted, Motobuilt is one of the best names in this business for skids and stuff, but I will say that it worked fabulous for what it needed to be done. One of the main things I learned last night was the fact that you could do this in smaller tires. You do not have to have a 40s or whatever in order to have a lot of fun at your local park. There's trails that you can go on, the 1s, the 2s, the 3s. I'm not saying all the 3s, but there's a lot of trails that you can go on that you have a lot of fun. Now Smorr has almost 1,000 acres and a ton of trails. I haven't counted them, but I'm saying it's probably in the 20s or more of trails that you can go on out there. And they range from 1s to 8s or 7s or whatever it is. I've never been on the 7s or 8s, I don't think, unless Jimmy from JS Off-Road took me and I didn't realize it, and whatever. But these things do really well in their stock form. So I'm not saying that it can do everything, but go have a lot of fun out at these places. Southwest Missouri Off-Road Ranch, Smorr's in Seymour, Missouri. Tons of fun. There's a lot of other parks, but look at this thing as you don't have to have a totally balled out rig in order to have a lot of fun at the off-road park. Now the whole reason why I wanted to test it, and Jimmy kind of talked me into it, is because I'm getting ready to change everything about it in the next, say, year or so. I'm going in different phases. The first phase, which I want to have completed by the end of this month, October, because in the 1st November, our good friend Kenny Hollywood is coming down and we're going to go off-roading at Smorr again. And I want to make sure that my rig is able to do a lot of the fours, for instance. And I just want to make sure that I can do everything in this LJ that I want to do this summer. I want to make sure that I can do everything in this thing that I want to do before I start changing everything seriously next year. Now, what we're going to do first is 35s. 35s are going on. Then we're doing a, before I do anything, can't off-road with 35s because I will be hitting everything on the rig, fenders, everything, because it's going to be too much tire for the lift. So then I'm going to go ahead and go to a 4-inch spring lift. And so then I'm going to go to a 4-inch spring lift. And by doing that, I'll be able to drive it just fine until next spring. Everything that I needed to do, I need to fix is lights. This thing has a bunch of LED in the front, and when you're out on the trails, if somebody's in front of you, you're gonna blind them. And that's what happened. I blinded the tar out of Jimmy, and because I got LEDs in the front, which are really bright, and then the other two lights that I have that are non-factory, they point straight ahead as well. So what I want to do is get some cubes up on the windshield that face down around, and rock lights also that you can have where you can see, where you don't have to blind everybody else as you're driving along. That is the one thing I learned from this weekend, and I love learning things that I might have messed up on before, or I didn't even see it like this. I never even thought about it until I got the guys telling me that are in front of me that you know, you blinded me half the way. So I don't want to cause any safety issues with other guys. I don't want to cause any safety issues with other off-roaders. Thank you all for watching, liking, subscribing. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Let me know what you think has worked for you and might work for me. Thank you all for watching. And as always, if you ride her hard, don't put her away wet. I'm going to be doing a alcohol and gas video on this. And what I do in the alcohol and gas videos is I talk about where this is going periodically all the way through. So I'll show you what I'm going to get, all this type of stuff, and I'm basing it all on stuff that has worked for other off-roaders that do a ton more than I do. Thank you all for watching.